Top-rated book on Amazon is The Mental Handbook. You want the physical book? This one right here for free. Click the link below and let's get to work on your game.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. And today we are talking about setbacks. How do you deal with a setback? You didn't make the basketball team. You had a terrible game on the basketball team. You had a terrible game in pickup in the rec league. For whatever reason, you're not reaching your goal. Some pivotal moment just happened and you did not deliver at the level you thought you needed to deliver to be successful. Is a setback for you, is a failure for you. It didn't turn out the way you wanted to. How do you deal with those setbacks? And this can be any type of setback. This could be a social relationship. This could be something that happens in school, like academically. This could be something that happens personally, family-wise. This could be something that happens, of course, on the basketball court. This could be something that happens at work, in your business life. How do you deal with that setback? I'm gonna give you 5 specific tips on how you deal with any setback. Now, if you're a basketball player, you've been following me here on YouTube for a while, you know I made a few videos on what to do if you didn't make the team in basketball. If you did just get cut yesterday, or if you're not getting the success you want in basketball, I made a lot of videos on those topics. If you haven't seen them, look around on my YouTube channel, you'll see that. And also make sure you go to DreAllDay.com/help. DreAllDay.com/help. I'm gonna put the link up here, one of these places, if I remember to do that. So you can go there and see more stuff that I've written out, and also have these videos embedded along with written stuff so that you can understand this and you have it for safekeeping whenever you need to refer to it in the future, because you never know. The more ambitious you are, the more goals you have, the more setbacks you're going to face. That's just the way that the business goes, the way the game goes. So let's get into this. How do you deal with the setback? First thing you ask yourself whenever you face any type of setback in life is the most empowering question you can ask. And that question is, how can I learn from this? How can I learn from this situation? One thing that everyone needs to learn how to do, everyone watching this video needs to learn how to do, is ask yourself good questions. A good question, there are several elements to a good question. I'm actually putting a book out on this exact topic. I've done a podcast on this topic. My podcast is called Work on Your Game. If you haven't seen it, look up that podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, we're on those places. But one thing that people need to learn to do is ask themselves an empowering question. One element of a good question is empowering. Empowering means it puts you in a position mentally to do something. Puts you in a position mentally to take control of a situation, not be controlled by a situation. So for example, a bad question would be, why is this terrible? Why does the coach hate me? Why don't I ever have anybody working for me? Why is politics always working against me? Why am I never going to make the basketball team because I'm not tall? Why won't I make the team because I'm short? Why won't I not make the team because I don't know the coach? Why will I never make it as a pro basketball player because I'm from a small town or from a small country and nobody takes basketball seriously? When you ask those kind of questions, you are disempowering yourself. You're taking all the power away from you, because if you notice one thing about those questions, they're all talking about something on the outside that you can't control. And anytime you start thinking along those lines, because all thought is a matter of questions and answers all day back and forth in your mind, when you think like that and you ask yourself those kind of questions, all you're doing is lowering your power and taking the power away from you, and you're fully cementing the fact that you will never be able to take control of your life. Now, if you feel like you've been asking yourself those questions, I guarantee I just described you right now. You feel like there are certain areas of your life that matter to you, you'll never be able to take control of, only because of you. You're the reason. It's not because of the coach or the situation or your town or any other bullshit you made up. It's because you're asking yourself very disempowering questions. So the first thing you're going to do when you face a setback is ask yourself a very empowering question, which is, how can I learn from this situation? I was just watching, as I'm recording this maybe a week or two before you see it, but I had just seen the other day Conor McGregor won the UFC fight. And I don't even watch UFC, but I did watch that fight because there was so much talk about the fight. And he said after that fight, me and my trainer, we always talk about that. We either win or we learn. We either win or we learn. All of y'all have heard that before. I mean, everybody's used the analogy in different ways. Either you get a victory or you learn something from it and you continue on. You didn't die from the situation. You survived. That means there's something you can learn from it, so that when you get into another situation, maybe the same type of situation or something similar, you can be better prepared, you can perform better, or whatever the situation happens to be. But always ask yourself that question. How can I learn from this situation? How can I benefit from this? What can I take from this situation that will make me better in the future? And if you survived, if you lived through the situation, there is always something you can learn. When you ask that question and you expect an answer, you will get one. Now, if you don't ask the question, you'll never get the answer. So don't start thinking about, well, Dre, I can't learn from it because this happened and that happened. See, that type of thinking is the reason why you at where you at. So you need to get rid of that thinking and replace it with some new thinking. That's the reason why you're watching this video. Number 2 thing you do when you face a setback in life is ask yourself, how can, from this situation, no matter how terrible it was, how can I improve as a person? Forget the sport, forget the business, forget the relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, forget what somebody at school said or your reputation on the block. Ask yourself, how can I improve as a person based on what I learned from this situation? Because if you got to do step 1 to get to step 2. How can I improve as a person, and how can I use that improvement as a person to do better the next time I face this same situation that I just faced a setback in, same situation I just failed in, same situation that didn't go the way I wanted it to? How can I improve as a person based on what happened in this situation? That's the second question you're going to ask yourself. That's the second thing you're going to do when you face a setback. These are not all going to be questions. Actually, they might. Number 3, here's the question you ask yourself. Who has been in the same situation that I just faced and faced a setback in? Who's been in this situation and succeeded? Who's been in this situation and got a better outcome than what I just got? And what can I take from that person and use for my own purposes? I'm going to repeat that and I'm going to explain that because I want to make sure you do this properly. Who has been in the same situation that I've just been in, that I failed in, but they succeeded? They got more success than I did. Maybe they didn't succeed all the way, but they got more success than you did. Who got more success than I did in this situation? And what did they do that I could steal a piece from it? What little nugget can I steal from what they did? What piece can I steal from what she said in her speech? What can I steal from what that dude did on the court? What can I steal from what this guy's doing in his business? What piece can I steal from what they're doing and use for my own purposes? Now, the reason I'm telling you that, and the reason I told you I need to explain this, because I want you to understand, this doesn't mean who can I go copy, who can I go mimic, who can I go try to be like. You can't try to be like nobody. Actually, you can try to be like whoever you want. You're going to fail. And you're going to come right back to this video and watch it again. Don't try to be like anybody. What you can do is when you see someone else who has gotten some success that you haven't in a certain area, just see what you can take. Steal something from that person. Nothing wrong with stealing. There's a book by Austin Kleon called Steal Like an Artist. Read that book. Look it up and go read it. Amazon, Google, y'all know how to find books. Go find a book and read it. It's better than watching YouTube videos, honestly, except for my stuff. Steal from that person. Steal from somebody who's gotten more success than you in a certain area. Steal the parts that work for you. Steal the little piece that works for you. You ain't got to steal the whole picture. Maybe 10% of it, maybe 20%, maybe 2%. Might be the only thing that you need, but steal something from that person. Now you may ask, well, how do I know what's going to work and what's not? Well, you got to go look at it. Look at the situation first. First, you got to go look at the situation and look at the pieces, break down your situation and see what you think was causing the failure. What was it that caused that setback? I doubt it was everything. It was probably a few things. What caused that failure? Then look at that person and see if they're doing that differently or better than you and getting more success, and then take that part and use it. See what happens. Take that part, use it, see what happens. Read books, learn. Talk to people who are smarter than you and more successful than you, who have done more things than you've done. They will help you shorten your learning curve so you don't have to trial and error everything. You talk to enough people, like I just explained to you, I just saved you a bunch of time. Instead of trying to do everything that person does, take a piece of what that person does. Maybe go talk to that person. Hey, what'd you do in this little part right here that got you that success? What'd you do? Because I know what I did didn't work. You've been successful. Could you help me out by telling me something that led you to be so successful? Ask them. They'll probably tell you. There's probably somebody that you can reach out to. So who has done it better than me, and what can I steal from that person? That's the third thing you ask yourself, third step you take when you face a setback in any area of life. Number 4, what's the next thing that I can do to capitalize on this situation? Now you may be thinking, huh? Dre, I just had a setback. I just had a failure. I just messed up. I just lost. What do you mean capitalize? What can I do immediately right now to capitalize on this situation? Now see, this is what you got to understand. When you face a failure, you face a setback, something didn't go the way you wanted it to, you're probably very emotionally charged. You watching this video right now, you may be very emotionally charged right now because you really put a lot of emotion, a lot of stake into being successful at that thing, but you were unsuccessful. So right now your emotions are high, they're just on the negative side. Or maybe you're watching this maybe a month after it happened, or 3 weeks after it happened, or maybe it's 20 years after it happened, and you're thinking back to that moment, how you were feeling. You were very emotionally charged. What you got to understand about emotions, whether they're positive or negative, is that there's a lot of power in them. Emotions have a lot of energy. Energy is very important. If you can manage your energy, control your energy, and then learn to direct your energy whichever way you want to make it go, you become a very powerful individual, and you can do anything that you want. Because listen, we all get angry, we all feel lustful, we all feel vengeful, we all feel sadness, we all feel sorrow, we all have those feelings. See, the difference between a person who's successful and a person who's not successful is the unsuccessful person has those feelings, and they use those feelings in a way that doesn't help them. They use those feelings in a way that is not constructive, not proactive, not positive, and doesn't get them any good results. See, the unsuccessful person gets angry, then they go start a fight, then they go lash out, then they go yell at a person, and they go do something stupid that costs them in the long run just so they can get a little short-term satisfaction. And you can say the same thing about lust. You can say the same thing about sorrow. You can say the same thing about being disappointed. You can say the same thing about sadness. People who are unsuccessful have these feelings just like successful people have these feelings. The successful person takes these same energies and they channel them into something productive that will help them and their family for the future. And in the moment and in the future. Unsuccessful person does something that's going to help them in the moment because of the emotion is driving them. Their emotions has overpowered their brain, overpowered their ability to think. They do something stupid that satisfies them in the moment but hurts them for the rest of their life, hurts them for the next year, hurts them for the rest of their business, hurts their chances of making the basketball team, ruins a relationship. That's what the unsuccessful person does. They allow their emotions to make them do something dumb in the moment. The successful person takes that same emotion and channels it towards whichever way they want it to go and gets what they want to get out of it as a result. Which one are you? And which one do you want to be moving forward? So what can I do with this situation in the moment, the energy of this emotion, this negative emotion? How can I use this energy to put myself in a better place moving forward? Question number 5. This is the 5th thing you're going to do whenever you face a setback. Why is it not over? I didn't make the basketball team again. Why is it not over? Why is this not over? Why can I turn back? Why can I steer back, gather myself, and come back for another shot at it? Why is this business not over even though I just lost my biggest client? Why is this situation not over even though nobody's really responding to what I'm doing? Why is it not over? What can I do to put myself in a better space? See, when you ask yourself, why is it not over, you're going to start coming up with a whole bunch of reasons. See, I got cut from the basketball team. For those who don't know, I got cut freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Finally made it as a senior. So when I got cut as a junior, I wish I had this information right here. I would ask myself, why is it not over, Dre? Why is my basketball life, why is my life in general not over right now, even though I got cut from the basketball team for the 3rd year in a row? I would have said, because I put a whole lot of work into the game and I know I have skill. Okay, what's another reason why it's not over? Because I'm really dedicated to the game, and the anger that I'm feeling right now, I'm going to use this to go work on my game so I can get better and be ready next time. Okay, give me another reason why it's not over. Because even though I didn't make the varsity team in high school and we don't even have a JV, I can go play at a local rec team and I can prove my game there and get some game experience that I need. Great. What's another reason why it's not over? Because after next year, I'm going to be graduating high school. I'm going to go to college anyway. And even if I never make the high school team, I'm going to still try to walk on the basketball team on college because I know I got game. Okay, give me another reason why it's not over. You see what happens when you ask yourself empowering questions? When you ask yourself the right type of questions, you start to get the right type of answers. But you got to know what an empowering question is. And you must eliminate all the disempowering questions. Like, why is this terrible? Why is everybody against me? Why is the coach hating on me? Why is my height holding me back? Why is everything so hard for me? Why am I so disappointed in myself? Why do I never deliver when I need to deliver? When you say things like that, and I get people who come to me and say this stuff to me all the time. And the sad thing about it is that the fact that when they're saying it to me, they probably said it to themselves 1,000 times before they said it to me once. So that stuff gets ingrained in your subconscious mind and you start to live out those thoughts. Whatever you think about, you do in life. You live out the way that you think. So when you look at your life right now and you feel like you're disappointed with your life, with your outcome, with the people around you, with the things you have, with the success you have or don't have, you're unhappy with it, it all has to do with you. You are the reason. Not him, not her, not them, not that situation, not that over there, not where you from. No, you're the reason. Because your thoughts have led you to where you at right now. Nobody makes you think anyway. You can think however you want at any time. Nobody can make you think. Somebody can make you move. Somebody can make you quit. Somebody can kick you off the team, rather. They can't make you quit. A coach can kick you off the team. A coach can sit you on the bench. A boss can fire you from a job. A client can say, I don't want to hire you I don't want to work with you no more. A customer can say, I don't want to buy anything from your business anymore. A girlfriend can say, I don't want to be your girlfriend no more. But you always control how you think about anything that happens. Nobody makes you do that. You choose your own thoughts. And if you don't choose your own thoughts, your thoughts will be chosen for you by what's already ingrained in your subconscious mind, by what you've been thinking every single day up to this very moment. Whether you're 15, 25, or 75, it works the exact same way for everybody. Everybody has a choice of their thoughts. Every human being on this planet has a choice of their thoughts. We might not all have the equal choices in everything else, but we all got the choice of our thoughts. What are you going to do with yours? Let me recap these 5 points. When you face a setback, these are 5 things, 5 questions you want to ask yourself, 5 steps to deal with any setback. Number 1, what can I learn from this situation? Empowering questions. What can I learn from this situation? Number 2, how can I improve as a person based on this situation? And how can I use that improvement to make myself better if I face this particular situation that I just failed at again? Number 3, who has succeeded in this exact same situation, done better than me? What can I steal from them? What can I take from them? What can I adopt from that person and use in my own situation to fare better next time I face the same situation, if I ever face it again? Number 4, what is the next thing I can do right now to capitalize on this situation? Again, what can I do to capitalize on this situation? Number 5, why is it not over? Why is this not the end of my life? Why is this not the end of my career? Why is this not the end of my business? Why is this not the end of my well-being as I know it? Give yourself reasons why it's not over and why you can gather yourself and come back again. Whether that be the next day, the next week, next year. Everybody, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day. Y'all see the Snapchat, it's at Dre Baldwin. I want to hear from you. Tell me if this video has helped you. If there's something that I didn't cover in this video, leave it down here in the comments. Y'all know my website is called dreallday.com. That's every day. I got new blogs, new guides, new tips, stuff that you don't even see on YouTube, or you might not even know about on YouTube because there's so many videos here that will help you in your life, your mentality, your confidence, your discipline, your business. My name is Dre All Day. I told y'all where the website is. My podcast, again, Work on Your Game is the name of the podcast. If you don't listen to podcasts, you need to start listening to them and listen to mine. And if you do listen to podcasts, I don't know what you've been listening to, you need to be listening to mine. Make sure you are subscribed because it's a daily podcast. Everybody, work on your game. Dre all the shit like, whoa, this is not a fairy tale. I already know how you like it.
Hey, witness on the beat.